Wahoo! World 3. Cool. This place is full of comics. What a large welcome.
We comics are art too.
Oh, this guy's probably like French or something. Let's see if I can.
Sacre bleu! Welcome to my comic gallery.
Are you a cartoonist?
None. I'm comic artist. Comics are composite art. Comics are first class art.
I sure like it.
Oh, you do understand the wonder of comics? Then please enjoy my laughing prison.
Prison? It's a jail?
Thrill and horror. Tremble and quiver. This is art. This is true art.
No, I don't like that stuff.
None. Are you ready? It's showtime for horror.
That's probably the closest I'll ever get to doing like a French accent. I just realized they aren't really being plentiful with like the extra lives here. It's like they knew that this is more about the puzzles and they don't have any, you know, actual boss fights. Because, you know, this is just a harmless spin-off. You know, whether these should be tied to like the canon or not. It's just a bit of mindless fun. Yeah, just a bit of mindless fun for our Cabot child. That would be the worst for me, trying to do like a Mexican accent. Like, that would be the worst. Is this probably the closest we'll ever get to Klonoa dancing? Him sliding up and down ropes. Yeah, we should probably backtrack something because yeah, we can like one new fragment so far. There's one here. Let's be honest, we can't tap. Like, it's such a basic motion. this is just, yeah, this might just be going back to the start, is it? Yep. So where's that first moon fragment? Why does he make me have to picture that? Ah, there it is. There we go. Probably another... Yep, it's a portrait level. I can now pretty much tell because of like the text I can't even read at the bottom. Ah, this is basic. I don't want to imagine something like that. I refuse to imagine them dabbing. I refuse to picture them dabbing on the hatters. Yeah, the 8-bit Wahoo. I just can't hate it no matter how compressed it sounds. Just no. You're pretty much raising them the wrong way in that regard. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That I wasn't exactly ready for. Yeah, that one just sort of stopped for a second right there. There we are. Boom. I love seeing fellow Klonoa fans type to each other like this.
Exactly, Moonlight. Like I say, I do find it somewhat crazy that Moonlight Museum is like relatively unknown, like even to lifelong fans of the series. Yeah, it was just sort of that, possible title that not many people knew about just because it was on handheld console that never left Japan. Right, see you later.
Like that was literally me as a young kid as well. Like, well, I was mainly a PlayStation kid when I was young, but yeah, it's just amazing how many Klonoa games slipped right past my radar then. Regardless if they were like Japan exclusives or not. Like Klonoa Heroes, I could see having like a wider international audience because the Game Boy Advance wasn't just something that Japan kept all to themselves.
Bonus out of it.
But could you imagine if I basically time traveled just to tell my younger self, hey, there are more Klonoa games besides these two on PlayStation consoles, you know? The kid me would have found it somewhat hard to believe then, but it would still be like a good amount of knowledge. Like even the remake, I didn't really find out about until much later. Although I do suppose that was mainly due to like Namco's poor marketing as always.
Yeah, like, there's so many things we wish we could tell ourselves like when we were kids.
There we go. Yeah, that's pretty much why on like a Discord server that's basically like home to like pretty much every Klonoa fan I've met. We make an oath to ourselves to like promote new Klonoa stuff for Namco because we know that they're really not gonna do it themselves. Like I'm really hoping that the marketing for the movie is somewhat decent. Well, I suppose we are lucky to have friends who pretty much know about Klonoa in the first place, right? Or at least what his games are and who he is. Welcome back, Fiona. I don't really think you missed too much. No. The child is too innocent to die. What is you doing? Yeah, I certainly don't remember those kind of blocks from like Empire of Dreams and all that. No, it's not amazing. Good old canon friends. I'd consider Klonoa and Lolo hugging each other like much better bonding time. We are officially nuts. Yeah, probably has to go faster than that. I like how we can still go to the next room even though he's pretty much blocking himself. Oh, that's very fascinating. You know, getting my hands on a PS2 again makes me want to like regather like what I used to have of like my PS2 library. Because even though most of it was kids friendly, because I was obviously too young for stuff like GTA, Resident Evil, stuff like that. I do remember my PS2 library being quite varied. Everything would be much different if I didn't assume that my PS3 could pretty much emulate all my PS2 games. I think it was only like the first few models that did that sort of thing. Yeah, like the model I got was from like 2011 or something, and I was pretty devastated to find out that unless I got another PS2, I could no longer play my PS2 library ever again. Like, of course, I just have alternatives, like, I could just bring those. I could just bring some, like, I could just, bring those games to like a friend's house or something. But yeah. You know, part of me does want to like complete that library again, but at the same time, when we've reached that point where we can emulate like most PS2 games on our PCs with pretty much no issues, I am really starting to question if it's worth it just to cough up like £100 per game just to like recomplete, my entire like PS2 library. Finally found the exit, thank God. In fact, that usually ends up being the main reason why I mainly turn for emulation when it comes to games I already owned at one point. Like, I just don't really think it would be worth it to get that game for £100 again. Or at least get it again. Only this time it's more expensive than it was on launch. like if I didn't, if I wasn't reading that script on Game Facts, I wouldn't even know what which button was to like reset the room. Yeah, 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 and if I didn't have the script, I'd also have to make up our own story since none of us can read Japanese. I don't know how the solution to that like completely flew right over my head at that time. Luckily, I did find an English patch for Klonoa Heroes, so hopefully I won't need to look up a script on GameFAQs like I'm doing for this game. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like I understand that getting over it was meant to be was made to be frustrating, but you know, if you just want to make your game frustrating for the sake of it, like that's not good game design. I'm sorry. There's 2 or 3. Like the only guess I can really think of is that they wanted to make it so that hey, this Cabot child has grown up a bit now. Well, and while I don't really mind his iconic blue outfit, you know, I just kind of wish they gave his first design a little time, you know. beat World 3. We finally got out. Comics should only be read. None. Let's go to the next gallery.